Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Peeni Henare.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Tāmaki Makaurau is the beating heart of our nation's economy. But its pulse is strongest when its people are thriving, when every whānau has the tools and opportunities to succeed. Its pulse is always strongest when businesses feel supported, when they know that despite global headwinds, there is hope, there is aspiration. We know, Mr. Speaker, that when communities are equipped with the skills and the opportunities, they not only contribute to our city's growth, but also strengthen the mana of their families for generations to come. It only takes one small decision in a family to lift it out of intergenerational poverty and give it the hope that it deserves for the future. However, Mr. Speaker, too many of our people, too many of our communities still face barriers that stop them from reaching their full potential. We must remove those barriers, Mr. Speaker, and invest in pathways that lift them up. Too many of our businesses feel that they are battling headwinds alone. Too many of our communities are looking for leadership and for hope in places where for far too long hope does not exist. In acknowledging those barriers, we must come together, not in political rhetoric, but to look towards how we can grow our economy where everybody succeeds and everybody does well. Tāmaki Makaurau's growth must be inclusive, Mr. Speaker. The benefits of progress should be felt in Māngere to the leafy suburbs of the inner city, from the bustling of downtown to the calm country areas in the east and in the west. But we know that for far too many, this has escaped them. We know, Mr. Speaker, that some are doing better than others. Our future, however, Mr. Speaker, lies in backing local leadership for community solutions. For those that understand the challenges and the aspirations, who are supported to deliver for those who mean the most to them, whether it's their families, whether it's their community, whether it's their business or their colleagues, Mr. Speaker. We know that when you back local leadership, success will come. The pulse we speak of will be stronger than ever, and the heartbeat will be a heartbeat that, of course, extends across the country, for Auckland truly is the heartbeat of this beautiful country of ours, Mr. Speaker. The city is diverse. We know what its strengths are. Its strengths are its diversity. We know that its strengths are also in its Māori community. We know that its strengths stem from every part of Tāmaki Makaurau that has the opportunity to do well. We know, Mr. Speaker, of course, when Māori do well, Tāmaki Makaurau does well. For many Māori, though, in Tāmaki Makaurau, this is not the case. We must make sure that the benefits that are extended to all in Tāmaki Makaurau are inclusive for a stronger Tāmaki Makaurau into the future. We have choices to make, Mr. Speaker, and political leaders across the House and indeed in local government have choices that they must make. Those choices are important. Those choices must be informed, and those choices must recognise that they must connect to the places where it needs it the most, and that's in our community and in our homes, Mr. Speaker. We have a choice to let growth leave people behind, or to ensure that every person, every family, and every community has the chance to stand tall and to live well, Mr. Speaker. So, the challenge for each and every one of us, from the halls of Parliament to the streets around the country, let's build a future for Tāmaki Makaurau where opportunity is not determined by your postcode, but by your potential. Let's build a future for Tāmaki Makaurau where communities are brimming with hope and aspiration. Let's build a future for Tāmaki Makaurau where businesses continue to thrive and show the opportunity for training and meaningful income into the future. Mr. Speaker, we do have choices to make. And we want to make sure that the leadership of this country makes the choices that will continue to support our hopes and aspiration. For if Tāmaki Makaurau thrives, so too does Aotearoa, New Zealand. Mr. Speaker, I encourage all of us to heed these words, to look towards our common good and not simply fight in the trenches.
The Honourable Willow Jean Prime.
Tēnā koe te māngai o te whare. This government is not focused on the things that matter most to New Zealanders. They have broken their promises. They are out of touch. New Zealanders tell us the most important things to them are jobs, health, homes, and real action on the cost of living. And we have seen none of that and no credible plan from this government to address those things. Mr. Speaker, they would rather do things like cut books that have apparently too many Māori words in them for our tamariki. 6 Māori words are too many words according to this minister and this government. Mr. Speaker, it was described as just one book, but we find out today through documents that actually it was many more books than that, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this government is obsessed with attacking Māori and te reo Māori, right down to the books that all of our tamariki have access to. Mr. Speaker, it might sound like just a small thing, just a few books, just a few Māori words, but this is on top of the pile-on that this government has done on te reo Māori. They have insisted that our government departments be referred to by their English names. Like, what's that about? This minister cut $30 million from Te Ahu o Te Reo Māori, which was professional learning development for all teachers, to increase their proficiency and expertise in Te Reo Māori to be able to use in their classrooms. Nope, $30 million gone. To be put into maths books, why does it have to be one or the other? That's right. This government has also cut resource teachers Māori and resource teachers literacy. This government has also cut things like Te Aka Whaiora, the Māori Health Authority. Mr. Speaker, I could go on and on and on. I want to say that this was described by those education experts, those in the sector, saying this is an act of racism. Literacy experts say there is no problem with Māori words in book for learner readers. Today we find out that this was not the ministry suggesting that this should happen, but in fact the minister insisting that this should happen. It was the minister who directed that the Māori, these books containing these Māori words, be cut. Mr. Speaker, the words are marae, karanga, kai, karakia, wharenui, koro, and hongi, something Christopher Luxon either doesn't know how to do or didn't want to do with a visiting Prime Minister. The author of the book says when they designed this book, it was written because they were thinking about all of the children that we have got out there, even though they are not learning in Te Reo Māori, still have a really unique relationship with it because this is Aotearoa. Te Reo Māori is one of our official languages. The Better Starts founder, Gail Gillan, said there is absolutely no evidence to suggest children are finding this reader confusing, and in fact our data would suggest otherwise. Māori Principals Association described these changes as racist and white supremacist. Also, the minister has defended it and doubled down on it and rejected all of these claims. Mr. Speaker, I asked the minister this question: where is the rest of the curriculum? Where is Te Mātai Aho, the framework that had been developed and agreed, and replaced with something knowledge-rich, which nobody can, in the ministry, properly define to provide a framework? Mr. Speaker, who are the expert voices that this minister is taking advice from? Because her officials certainly were not recommending this happen in terms of these books. We need to see the curriculum before we are asked to agree to the assessment framework. Kia ora, Mr. Speaker.